We are delighted to host Mr. Carlos Perez-Lanzac, founder of Vitur Summit, the European event for holiday rentals. This year, the event will take place in Malaga on the 28th and 29th of October. Welcome, Carlos.
Well, thank you, Vicky. Thank you very much for having me today.
So, travel as we knew it has changed significantly over the last 1.5 years. What is the current situation in short-term rentals in Europe right now? What's going on in this market?
Well, it's a very interesting question, but it's actually very a long answer. To keep it short, to keep it short is come to V2 because you're gonna get to know everything that is happening there, because we've got there's gonna be an auditorium and a workshop area and a startup area, because there's a lot to cover. There's a lot happening from the investment part of it. There's a lot happening from operations and marketing. There's a lot happening in a European level also in terms of legislation. There are a lot of innovation coming from smart housing solutions like smart locks, domotic solutions for houses and property, certificates for cleaning protocols, etc., etc. There are a lot of new companies that are providing those services, especially focused for property managers. Revenue management is becoming more sophisticated. Direct booking is actually something very important to us. So all that is happening. And if you want to summarize in a little bit, what we see really is that the vacation rental industry is becoming super professional. We're getting agencies with big portfolios. They started with 20, now they're over 100, and we're getting also mergers of companies that they are building portfolio of over 2,000 properties. Obviously, again, they are more sophisticated company with more sophisticated problems and needs. And all that is going to be taking place at Vitur. So if you are a property manager with 10, 20 units, and obviously you're looking at expanding your portfolio, or you're already a consolidated business with growth that you're looking to be more efficient, optimize your operations, improve your revenue management, educate your staff, training, etc., all that is going to be covered at Vitur. And then, as I said, also, there's going to be a little part that is going to be part of legislation. As you know already, the event is on the 28th and the 29th, but on the 27th, we got the European Holiday Home General Assembly that is going to be happening in Malaga. The European Association is going through a major restructure. So we're going to get to know the new board in Malaga. And that board obviously is going to anticipate a few of the main legislation topics that are going to be coming from a European level that obviously is going to be affecting all Europe and Greece, of course.
Yeah. So Vitur is the European event for holiday rentals. What are the main features of this year's event? What innovations should we expect to see there?
Good. This year we find that we took the agenda to a next level. As I said, the whole industry is into a completely different level. As I've been saying, property managers, they're getting more demanding clients and more sophisticated investors. That means that you need to go into a full project kind of services. That means that you need to advise from the decoration to the technology that you're going to be implementing in that house to the operational software solution that you're going to be using to serve that property. So we actually building an apartment in the venue. In Vitur Summit, there will be a real life apartment where you can see the concept of decoration that it's happening now, the new trends. What is the client demanding from this type of accommodation? Obviously, these companies are companies that are available all across Europe. So these suppliers are suppliers that could definitely provide you furniture in Greece, all across Greece. We're gonna find in that apartment there's gonna be smart lock solutions. Again, also global companies that they are already in the Greece market. You're gonna have like domotic solutions, like how to keep a noise sensor, how to switch off the lights remotely, how to open the doors remotely, how to check in your guests, how to connect with your guests. So all that is going to be happening there in the Vitur living experience, which is this apartment. Then we have, as I mentioned, an auditorium, then a workshop area, and then that startup area. And the Vitur living experience is going to be an exhibitor area where you will find obviously all these suppliers and service companies.
So a lot of technology, I hear.
Mainly like what we see, most of the startups that are coming are like tech companies, because again, I come from a hotel background. If you look at like the challenges that come with running properties that are located in different locations, that force you, or technology, force you to use technology, which makes all your operation costs to be more efficient and to have less friction in the whole customer journey. And as well, something we're gonna see, and I think this is just the start of the vacation rental industry. Like there's so much going on and so much to happen, which is clients and guests are asking more for less. And this is definitely what they get on a short-term rental. They get more space, they get kitchen, they get more privacy. There's a lot more coming from a vacation rental. So we're gonna see this becoming bigger, then having like brands actually being on top of this accommodation type of experience. And that's also going to be affected by remote workers and digital nomads. So vacation rental managers and property managers, I think a lot of them, this is part of the content as well we're going to be covering. A lot of them are already covering and serving co-living and co-housing projects. So the whole spectrum is becoming wider and way more ambitious. And that's also going to be part of Vitur because, again, as I said, the industry is getting more and more professional with more and more options.
Great. So Greek property managers will find new suppliers maybe and see and look for innovations that will help them do their job more easily and more effectively, and maybe with less cost.
For sure. I mean, that's the idea. Like, if you're a Greek property manager or you have a property on the vacation rental manager, what you're gonna find is we mainly talking to the companies that are already, either they have a very solid experience in the American markets and they're already growing here in Europe and they have already operations all across Europe, either like furniture company, as the example I gave you before. So it's the type of decoration, the design that you want. They can give you decoration advice for your property, either for a refurbishment or a new construction. So you're gonna find that supplier that it's just here in Malaga. You're gonna come to Malaga, you're gonna eventually talk to these guys and then have the possibility to have that product or service in Greece. So yes, there's definitely a lot of interest for Greek companies, because again, Greek is one of the main destinations and one of the most important countries for property managers.
So it's a very good opportunity for interaction and knowing the new trends, new products, new solutions that will help everyone do their job better. Carlos, I'm looking forward to be there in Malaga and give our readers all the new stuff that you're going to present in this great event. And we'll talk soon in person and we'll keep our readers informed, but we also invite them to visit Malaga and come to Vitur Summit because it's going to be very, very useful for their business. Thank you for being there with us.
Thank you, Vicky. It's been a pleasure to be here. Just again, I'm guessing that you will share this information, but on the website vitursummit.com, they can obviously see there are 3 different optional tickets depending on the opportunities they're looking, what they're looking at getting it at Vitur, but they can also visit and get that information on vitursummit.com. So Vicky, looking forward to have you here in Malaga. and to listen to your presentation as well, to give us a wider perspective of what's happening as well in the Greek market. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos.